Good day, viewers. Today we'll be talking about WISELING. WISELING is back. Aren't you surprised? But it's coming another dimension. You can see it was previously wiseling.com, www.wiseling.com, but as a date, it's now coming as www.wiseling.uk. So WISELING is back, as said, but there is more to it than it's expected. Actually, this video to have come up a bit earlier than this, but I think this is the ideal time so that we can have ample time to really talk about it. But as much as I could, I will try to make this video as short as possible because there is a lot of information to be disposed to our followers. But at least we make it as short as possible so that it won't take much of our time. WISELING is back. WISELING is back. It actually came, there was a message that went on their Instagram, on their Telegram page, that due to the system that it will be shut down and things like that, that by 5th of March, after the saga of 28th of February 2021, it's coming. There's an information. So I will just run through the last video that I did few days after the system shuts down. Let's just quickly watch the video together.
Speaking. As far as you know, temporarily my Facebook account was blocked, but only because of verification details and the protests which have been taking place because of my recent journeys and business trips all over the world, including Dubai and other business trips so far. But I have already sent my documents and verified the profile. The authentication to the Facebook authorities was already successfully been made, but still it will take probably much more time than usual due to the COVID situation and the pandemic in the world. Still, I was promised to be unblocked really soon, so there is nothing to worry about in case in 1 or 2 days it will be the same situation. I promise you that we will organize the new page, or anyway we'll figure out this situation very soon, so please.
So good to hear. It sounds so exciting. WISELING is going to come back. They're going to come back big and they're going to do the normal thing and everything. But I want to tell you today that the story, it's another thing entirely. As at 5th of March, there was this message on their Telegram page: we will resume all activity fully on Friday, 5th March. So everybody was just counting down since that experience. Okay, 5th of March. 5th of March, a lot of people looked up to and to see that nothing actually came up. They came like a flash, like a thunder light, came like a flash, and within a few minutes it went down. The information spread around that it was because some people are trying to get into their accounts and they could not, and they are trying to scam them through their UK account, through their UK site. That's why they went off again. So they are trying to reform their system. They are going to come back. A lot of messages like that, different ones from different angle. And in the process too, he tried to come up with, Mr. Lapo now. A lot of people he tend to like communicate with people on his Telegram page. This sites like, okay, we're going to come back. Let me just read through some of the chats. Like this, Mr. Ismail asked Lapo, we are so scared. Mr. Lapo, we are so scared. He said, we sincerely apologize. We will resume soon. Later, after a while, somebody else like doing as this to ask, okay, thanks for coming back. Please, we understand you have been under tremendous pressure. Please do come back and put a mind at rest. These phones are source of survivor. So these are the chats that actually came. And another one that also interests me in part of those chats actually called out, like, as soon as a server, this was Mr. Lapo's response, that as soon as our server is back, all necessary adjustments have been made and we will resume withdrawals. So, but in the process too, some of the chat, it was like he's not going to answer people, and everybody's just like, I want to withdraw my money, let me just take out my money. Yes. He said yes. When someone asks, can we withdraw? Say yes, you will be able to withdraw all your balances. But please, in this state of mind, please note that all members decide to do this will cripple the company, which is actually understandable anyway, if anybody's. But assuming the system did not shut down, I think they wouldn't have had this issue of probably people are planning to withdraw their money, because it would have been systematic, and it would be sudden that everybody's just up to like, I just want to withdraw my money, I want to leave this, I want to leave this system. So there's another one here, another chart. Someone asks, why don't you answer to leaders? So I've decided stop, and Mr. Lapo replied, have decided stop replying messages from leaders because most have failed to show an attribute of being a leader whatsoever. What do you want them to say? If you want, like, I just want to make a comment on Mr. Lapo's response to that. He said, what do you want leaders start lying to their downlines or something? If this is not fraudulent, why will a leader start telling downline what they don't know? The money is not in their purse, neither is it in their pocket. So, and that's why I highlighted this. He also said many of their downlines are panicking, and a lot of wrong information have been spread across about the company, and no leader or group of leaders are able to control the situation from their hand. Leader that doesn't have information, how would they do that? Despite the amount of referral bonuses. I don't think they actually forced him to give the bonuses anyway. They worked for the bonuses, they invited people, and they were being paid. So I don't think that justifies what he's saying. I think what matters is them resuming and bringing back probably the lost glory if they're being truthful. So this takes us to the wiseling.co.uk. That was so that is what WISELING now came up with. This is their new idea now. Instead of using the wiseling.com, now they are now using wiseling.uk. The question is wiseling.uk the same thing as wiseling.com? Are they coming under the same platform or just bearing the same name? Actually, the background is the same. It looks alike, like the former wiseling.com, but are they having the same function? I know if it's a bank, even if you're coming up again, like they shut down for a while, you're coming back, they still have the database. Why is the WISELING doing something else? Now they are bringing in people like a fresh. You are coming in like a fresh, like a registration now is coming like a fresh registration, someone that is coming up. And in some of the chats too, they're saying you can withdraw, you were going to link this old account with a new one. But my dear, if you try it, anybody that does that will see that you cannot even register. And I've had people saying, look, we cannot, and it's quite pathetic that they cannot sign in, you can only sign up. When you sign up is a new registration, and it's coming like this. When you want to do registration, it's coming like a fresh registration. Your email, your username, your password, Perfect Money wallet, and everything. Just fresh registration. So how are they going to link the account together? Some people have 2-3 accounts. Is it possible to link the account? What's the magic that is going to happen? Those are the questions unanswered, and I want everybody to actually look at. Is coming up now. Your Bitcoin wallets, your Litecoin wallet, your Dogecoins, Ethereum wallets, Bitcoin Cash, Dash wallets, all these things. Actually, they've added more wallets, as you can see, compared to before. But now my concern is adding more wallets is not it, because before, most people that has registered have their wallet address in the previous database. Now you're asking them to add new wallet address. You're asking them to actually put new password. So how are you going to do the linkage? That's what I want people to really get to understand. And how are you going to do the payback? Because if there is no linkage between both accounts, and presently they're also coming up with this idea that if you want to register presently, you must have a minimum of 250. The previous one that was shut down, the minimum amount is $250 worth of Bitcoin, worth of Ethereum, any $250 worth of any of the crypto. Now, sorry, $50 worth of crypto. That was the former one, but now this one is asking for 250. Is that not ridiculous? Don't you think that stands 5 of the initial sites that crashed? So that's what I want you followers to actually look at it very well. And this is an example of what happened. In an attempt to open to sign in, it's coming up with this: no account found. No account found for provided information. You requested for the email was given, but now it's coming up with no account found for the provided information. So my people, I want us to actually look through the eyes. WISELING investment is a scam alert. Is a scam alert. I want us to look at it once again. It's coming up. And when things like this happen, we should just look through the eyes and see for yourself. Initially, my previous video, I told us something that is planning April, because they are coming for the third convention in April. Now they made it a little bit earlier. That's why they're coming in March. And please put it in mind, it's likely people will be defrauded in April again, because when you put the 250 and they are doing the 250, that stands 5 of your previous investment. Please look through the eyes, watch, and be careful. It's a scam alert. Please don't fall victim. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Kindly do a thumbs up, we like to it, and I will appreciate you for doing that. Thank you, and do have a nice day. Bye.